Welcome back to the Nanny Affair. It's chapter 16, and we are getting right into the thick of the action. BT Dubs, it has been 4 months. That's weird. The deal. This book has been going on for 4 months. I just find that weird. You plant your hands on your hips, waiting for Sophia's response to your accusation. Oh, just admit it already. You're cheating on Sam. Sophia grimaces for a moment, then smirks. Look at you, so self-righteous, pretending you have the moral high ground. A bit hypocritical, don't you think? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, she technically is a homewrecker. I think that's, like, a bad term, but, like, technically she's a homewrecker. She doesn't get the moral high ground. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not the same. Oh, please, cut the high and mighty act. I know you're not as innocent as you pretend to be. You might think I'm oblivious, but it just made you careless. How long have you known? Does it matter? I'm not here to catfight over Sam. I'm a businesswoman, so let's make a deal. Here are my terms. You don't reveal my secret to anyone, and I won't have you fired and sent back to the States without a single job prospect. Sophia, is that supposed to scare me? What about Sam? You two can keep screwing or whatever it is you're doing. I don't care as long as you don't get caught. Oh, and of course you have to stop after the wedding. That just wouldn't look right, you know. Fuck off, we're not. Oops. Sam won't let you do this, especially after I tell her about your little indiscretion. Let me be clear, if you don't take this deal, Sam will have to weather a scandal the likes of which you've never seen before. Not to mention the fact it'll ruin the merger, and Sam will have to watch Robin seize the throne, leaving Mason and Mickey with nothing. Then, just when you all think your lives have gone back to normal, bam! My tearful tell-all will hit the shelves and ruin everything all over again. Why is she a bitch? Like, you're seething. How could someone be this callous? So, you see, you don't really have much of a choice. Not if you care about Sam and her kids as much as you claim to. I'll give you a chance to think about it. Bene? Sorry, it's really hard to say foreign words when you're trying to do an angry American accent. Without waiting for a response, Sophia strolls out of the room. A couple of days later, you're still trying to shake off your confrontation with Sophia as you fold your laundry. If I take the deal, I lose. If I don't take the deal, I still lose, and Sam's life is ruined. What the hell am I supposed to do? You go over your options again and again, taking out your frustration on your clothes until... What did those poor shirts ever do to you? Sam, I didn't see you there. Sorry, didn't mean to sneak up on you. I just haven't seen you much in the last few days, and I wanted to check in. I can't tell Sam about Sophia until I've made up my mind about this deal, which means time to put on a happy face. Everything's great. Mason and Mickey are having a blast, and I think I'm finally over my jet lag. Glad to hear it. That's always tough to beat. Sam crosses her arms, leaning against the doorframe. I hate to burst your bubble, but you should know that Sophia's family just arrived in town, and it gets worse. Paolo and Tony? They aren't staying here, are they? What's that got to do with me? No, thank God, they have their own accommodations elsewhere, but they do expect to have lunch with me, Sophia, and the boys today, which means I have to go too to watch Mason and Mickey. Only if you feel comfortable. I can ask Carter to step in if you don't want to see Paolo again, after what happened last time. No, it's part of my job. I'll come. but I can promise to hold my tongue if Paolo says something out of line again. I wouldn't ask you to. Sam steps closer, gently bracing her hands against your shoulders. You close your eyes for a moment and exhale as she massages your tense muscles. Feel good? A little lower. You moan softly as she rubs the stress out of you until your head lolls back and you almost forget about everything. But you can't escape the outside world forever. After a moment, you step out of her reach, breaking the spell. Alessia, are you sure you're okay? Yep, I better get the boys ready for lunch. See you soon. You rush out of the room, feeling the weight of Sam's gaze on your back. An hour later, you're at the Russo's other villa, sitting with the boys for lunch. I can't believe we got a whole table to ourselves. Isn't that cool, Alessia? You glance over at the grown-ups table where all the other adults are seated. Honestly, it's super cool. It's a little insulting. I wouldn't want to sit anywhere else. So when are we going to pull our prank? Let's hold off on the pranks for now. A server brings you in the boys' plates and they tuck into their meal. While they're thoroughly distracted, you lean over to try and hear the conversation at the other table. Thanks again for letting us stay at your estate, Mr. Russo. Please call me Peppa. You don't have to keep thanking us, Sam. You're practically family. Disgusting. What about me? I'm practically family, too, but I still had to book a room. You're practically Sam's family, Robin, not ours. Don't tell me I have to explain the difference. Robbie's always been a little bit slow. Children, please. Let's focus at the business on hand. How have the merger meetings been going? There have been doubters on both sides, but I'm relieved to say our due diligence review's cleared. Now everyone can see that this merger is best for us all. Sam glances over at you and your eyes lock. Right, it's good because it's an exchange reaction. Your stocks get a boost. Investors are bound to get excited when two industry giants come together and all give a bump to those stabilized Dalton numbers. Alessia, have you been paying attention to Wall Street? Only so much as it pays my bills. A woman who pays attention to stocks? Well, I never. I'm sitting right here, Papa, and so are Sam and Robin. And you know my mother also tracks market trends closely. That's not the same. You were brought up in this world. Alessia is, well, a nanny. But am I wrong? Well, no, the flat line should spike soon. You sigh and return to your meal, not sure how much more of this you can take. After you finish eating, a server comes to collect the plates. Mickey tugs excitedly at your elbow. Alessia, can I have a dessert? I've ate all my veggies. Fine by me, but ask your mom. Mickey runs over to the other table and throws himself over the arm of Sam's chair. Can I have dessert, Mom? What would you like, Mickey? Your favourite is chocolate and peanut butter, right? Sophia got his name and favourite dessert right? Since when? Wait, I want dessert too. How does a fruit tart with extra apple sound, assuming your mother approves? As long as I get one, I'm okay with it. Of course, anything for you, Boo Bear. God, I hate that. Tony, Dad, anything for you? Nothing for me. I've got to stay sharp for my afternoon meetings. It's just sugar, Pops. Sugar is the gateway to lethargy, Tony, and don't call me Pops. At Sophia's command, a server disappears to fetch dessert for everyone, and the boys return to the kids' table. While you wait for dessert, Paolo leaves, and you're finally able to breathe a sigh of relief, until Robin waves you over to take the empty seat at the table. Come join the big leagues, Alessia. Thanks. So, Sophia, you're loosening your rules? Did you finally make flashcards for the twins? You know their names now and everything. Oh, burn! I've always known their names. Just not which twin they belong to. Robin is brilliant. Well, it's true that I've been distracted from my role as their future stepmother in recent months. I realise that this is one of my many jobs now, or you can just fuck off back to hell. That's a suggestion. And you know I always excel at work. Just then, the tray of desserts arrives. Okay, let's not lie. I'm sorry, but I'm a sucker for peanut butter. You take a bite, savouring the mix of velvety chocolate and rich peanut butter flavours swirling in your mouth. I can see why this is your favourite, Mickey. Can we have seconds? Don't push your luck, kiddo. Soon all the dessert dishes have been picked clean and the mood at the table is almost cheerful. At least Paolo isn't here to sour this. You're just about to tell the boys to get ready to leave when Sophia turns to them. You two want to go grab some Italian cream soda with Auntie Sophia? If your tummy still have room, that is. We always have room for dessert. And cream soda, whatever that is. Oh, I was going to take them back to the villa. I've got them, Alessia. You can have the afternoon off unless Sam needs you for something. No, I don't have a problem with Alessia taking the rest of the day off. I'm gonna get a vanilla one. Boring. I'm going lamb all the way. Maybe this would be a good time for the twins to bond with Uncle Tony and Aunt Robin too. Why not? If I'm lucky, there'll be a hot girl working the counter there or something. I'm in. Sam, you coming? Sam looks at you, but you don't meet her eye. I think I'll hang back. I don't want to intrude on all your bonding time. Besides, I've got some paperwork to finish up before our morning meeting. Then we'll just meet you back at the estate. See you later. God, I hate Sophia. Sophia winks at you as she leaves with the others. I don't know how I feel about that. But you try to push aside all thoughts of Sophia as you turn to Sam. You didn't have to stay with me, you know. You could have gone with them. I know, but I meant what I said. The boys will never bond with Sophia if I'm standing over them the whole time. Or, you know, they could just not bond with Sophia. You could ditch the bitch. Sam leans forward and the air around you shifts. Honestly, I'm pretty worn out. I was thinking of grabbing a drink to unwind before heading back to the villa. And where exactly are you going to find this drink? Easy. We're surrounded by some of the best wine in the country, and Tony dropped the key to the wine cellar when he got here. What do you say? Unwind with me? I can think of a few ways we can help each other unwind, and some include having our mouths on more than just wine glasses. No. I'm going to save it for the real one. As tempting as that sounds, I think I'm going to pass. I've got a lot on my mind, and alcohol won't help me figure any of it out. Fair enough. I'll tell Carter to bring the car round. A few minutes later, you're driving back to the villa together. It's a quiet ride as Sophia's deal looms over your head. The next evening, after putting the boys to bed, you're in your room when you hear a sharp tapping on your door. Only one person could be behind that sound. You brace yourself as you go to answer it. Sophia, hey. So, have you thought about my offer, or are you just going to keep avoiding me in an attempt to buy more time? Yeah, my thought is that you're underestimating me. Sam's too good for all this. You're a bitch. Charming. Did you get all of the juvenile name-calling out of your system? Because you and I both know that you're all bark, no bite. You exhale through your nose, feeling completely cornered. This is so messed up. How can you be so willing to take everything away from Sam just to get what you want? I thought you considered her a friend. Sometimes business requires sacrifices, even friendly ones, but I wouldn't allow you two to continue your little tryst until the wedding if I didn't feel some affection for her. Wow, how generous. You hate it, but you've known what your answer would be since Sophia first propositioned you. It's not like I was planning to seek her out with Sam anyway. Fine, you have a deal, but know that I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for Sam. I'm doing this for Mason and Mickey. I'm doing it for all of them. I'll do whatever it takes to protect her from you. I don't care why you're doing it as long as it's done. Now, I think I'll go for a nice long walk. It's a beautiful night, and I'm sure I won't be back until late. You should take advantage of it while you can. Sophia breezes from the room without another word, and you sink onto your bed. You close your eyes, attempting to push away all thoughts of Sophia and her deal. You feel so antsy and wound up. You need Sam. She's probably in her room right now, fantasizing about me, and I basically have Sophia's blessing. The more you think about her offer, the angrier you get at the audacity of it. Sophia might have me beat in the boardroom. She might be making headway with the twins, but Sam is where I always win. And she's not going to stop me from blowing Sam's goddamn mind tonight. Yas, queen. There's a hint of trepidation as you slip through the quiet villa towards Sam's room. Act natural, unless you're just looking for a glass of water in your boss's room late at night. You glance around, then take a deep breath and knock on Sam's door. You hear shuffling from the other side before it swings open to reveal Sam almost completely bare before you. Oh, damn. Alessia, I wasn't expecting you so late. Is everything okay? Can she ravage me on a desk or in the pool or something? Can I come in? Of course. Sam steps back to let you inside. You take in the room, noting that there are no signs of Sophia's belongings anywhere. God, I would love to ravage Sam. I didn't think they were sharing a room here. Guess this confirms it. Are you all right? You turn and your eyes travel slowly over Sam's body. You step closer, heart pounding hard. No, but I will be. Mustering all your courage, you surge forward, knitting your fingers behind her neck and drawing her in for a kiss. She stiffens for a moment in surprise, but her arms quickly wrap around your waist as she surrenders with you. Feeling bold tonight? Something like that. Sam, I couldn't stay away. You reach out and place your hand on her chest, feeling her thundering heartbeat under your fingertips. No matter how much I try, I'm always drawn to you. Sam covers your hand with hers. Me too. Sam kisses you again, gently at first, but with a growing intensity. You pull back breathlessly, giving her a small shove until the back of her knees bump up against the mattress and she takes the hint to sit down. So demanding. You're damn right. Now, are you going to be a good girl for me, or will I have to punish you? Sam's tongue darts out to lick her lips. Tell me what to do. First things first, undress me, keep your hands to yourself. Sam reaches for you, her breath softly escaping through her parted lips as she reveals your bare body inch by inch. You're so beautiful. Her whispered words trail over your skin, sending shivers down your spine. You grip the back of Sam's neck and draw her between your breasts. Your head lolls back as her tongue lavishes your skin, licking and teasing her way to one of your taut nipples before she takes it in her mouth. Oh my God. Unable to take it anymore, you push her back onto the bed until you're both at the headboard, your thighs trapping her hips. Now, touch me slowly and sweetly, and don't hold back. Show me how much you want me. I need to know your passion is only for me. Sam rakes her fingers down your back, scratching just enough to make your nipples tighten, your body desperate for friction. And she gives it to you. She grips your waist and presses you down as her hips buck up. Is this what you wanted? Her hands delve into your hair, guiding your mouth back to hers. Your lips meet with an animal intensity, and you can hardly keep up. Yes. I could come just looking at you, Alessia. You better not. Your lips crash against hers, tongues tangling together. You slide your hand down between Sam's legs, under her panties. You moan as you feel how hot and wet she is. Alessia, I'm already close. Good, so am I. She groans as you slip a finger inside her, then another. Wait, I have... You scoot back far enough for Sam to reach into the nightstand and pull out a small dual-tone device designed to stimulate inside and out. You came prepared. I wasn't sure how frustrating this trip would be. She cocks an eyebrow at you and presses a little button. The toy hums softly in her hands for a moment before she turns it off again. What do you think? I want to use it on you, you to use it on me, to use it on you. Sam bites out a curse, her eyes hazy with lust and impatience. You take the toy from Sam and slide it between her legs as her eyelashes flutter close and her lips fall open. You watch her intently as you press the button and the toy comes to life inside her. Alessia. Her hips buck off the bed and you smirk at her intense reaction. Her hand slithers between your thighs to find you again, expertly working you over as her fingers pick up speed. Sam, You fall into a rhythm, your hips moving together as your hands match pace. You kiss her hungrily, relishing the waves of pleasure rocking through her body. Soon, Sam's eyes become dazed and distant. She's close to the edge and you're determined to fall with her. Yes. Let go, Sam. I want to feel you come. A powerful shudder courses through her body as she throws her head back and cries out, Alessia. Her orgasm triggers your own and you buck uncontrollably against her as the ecstasy crashes over you. Sam. Eventually, the tremors subside into a soft, warm glow. You lied side by side, both of you panting heavily. That was... Yes, it was. Sam threads her fingers through yours, and you lay like that for a while, staring up at the ceiling together. After a moment, a thought occurs to you, and you start giggling. What's so funny over there? Nothing. It's just... I just realised that this is the first time we've done that in a bed. That's what happens when you're so irresistible. Sam chuckles, leaning over to kiss your bare shoulder. I wish you could stay here with me tonight. But I can't. You shake the thought of a certain fiancé from your head and offer Sam a small smile in return. Though maybe I can stay long enough for round 2? God, yes. Sam rolls over until her body covers yours, and you let yourself get carried away in her arms again as the night wears on. A week later, a new routine with the boys takes hold, and luckily you haven't crossed paths with Sophia in a few days. You've just returned to the villa with Mason and Mickey from an afternoon of touring a nearby castle when... Boys, come in here. We've got some great news. Oh God, what is this going to be? What does Aunt Sophia want now? I wish I knew. You lead the boys into the living room just as Sophia pops the cork on a bottle of champagne with Sam. Cheers? What's the occasion? Should you tell them, Sam, or shall I? You go ahead. Dalton Enterprises and Russo Industries have officially merged. Yay, I guess. Hooray. Oh, Mickey gets me. I think you should show a great deal more enthusiasm than that, young man. Your future is set in gold. Anyways, we were so excited about the news that we decided to move up the wedding date to celebrate. What? That's right. Sam and I are going to tie the knot right here in Italy in 2 weeks. Oh my God. I just have a few things to say. Number 1, can they not? Can they just not get married? And number 2, fuck Sophia. That's all I have to say. Thanks for tuning in. I will catch you next time. Stay frosty, puppies. Hopefully, Sophia will have fucked off.